Hey there, everybody. It's Angie Coley, and I'm coming to you from my new office. So hopefully, the sound quality is all right. I'll give it a check in a little while. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about what you're willing to do to get the gig, and that I think comes from the natural. There's almost a dividing line in your brain when it comes to applying for a job versus landing a client, landing a gig, making a sale. And they're two different approaches, really, because more often than not, we've been taught in seeking jobs to take a very passive approach, to respond to people's job offerings, to submit a resume, to attend these job fairs, and basically, almost like an audition process, or like wait for somebody to put out a call, show up and do your best, and then hope and pray that they see how much you care, how much you want it, and give you a chance. And in the business world, it's almost the polar opposite. It's, you show up and you proactively go make connections and you seek out opportunities that may not even be advertised. You make those relationships, you put together a case selling your services, and you're constantly out there. I don't want to say pitching, because I'm not a big fan of that word. It sounds like talking at someone, but you're constantly out there letting people know that you're available, showing them that you are passionate and that you deserve an opportunity. And honestly, the people that get jobs the easiest, the ones that make the news, like with showing up at the office disguised as a delivery boy with donuts and, hey, my resume is on the lid of this donut box, that shows you these people have mastered the art of this proactive approach, right? And you don't have to know where to start. And previous articles that I've written and stuff, I talked about having the perfect plan, and that tends to hold people back. You'll look at somebody like this donut guy and say, I don't really have that kind of a plan. I have to do something different. I have to think about this. And then all of a sudden you're stuck in this loop where you're forever planning and you're not actually taking action. So that's why I wanted to talk about what you're willing to do to take a gig. Like, are you willing to push yourself out of your comfort zone? Are you willing to be your own best advocate? Are you willing to see yourself as a great service provider without having to have someone come behind you and motivate you and talk you up and validate you? Because I think that that's where a lot of newer freelancers get stuck, is that they John Carlton calls it selling from their heels. They sell from their heels, which is, well, I'm a great writer, and if you really think that I could do this for you, I would love a shot. And it's this kind of, I don't even want to say modest, because it's not really modest. It's more self-deprecating approach to talking with clients and putting them up on this pedestal of, they're right and I'm this subservient person. And there was one writer somewhere that I know that phrased it in a way that's always stuck out at me, is if you put a client up on a pedestal, they're always looking down on you. And you have done that yourself by putting them up on a pedestal. A client is another person. A person with a job is another person. Don't go into it feeling like you have, any kind of inferiority or, that someone is above you. Go into it with a person that is trying to help, with the spirit of, I'm going to do what it takes to get what I want. Be willing to fail and try over and over again to get someone's attention. Remember, basic principles of marketing is it takes at least 5 to 7 impressions for someone to remember that they've seen your message. So if they're not seeing your articles, if they're not seeing your emails and interacting, maybe it's in the back of their brain. Don't take that as a sign that you need to give up and that you're not ready for this. So today, if I could challenge you to do anything, it would be to think about what you're willing to do to get the gig, to get the business, and to make this dream a reality. Are you going to wait to see opportunities and apply? Hint, that's really not something you should do, because everybody else that's looking for a gig is also seeing that same opportunity and applying, and you're application your writing sample is just getting lost in the masses. You know, the people that show up and make it to the top of the pile are the guys like the donut box guy who show up whether a job is listed or not and make a case for themselves. So I challenge you to be your own best advocate, to go create opportunities for yourself instead of waiting for opportunities to present themselves. Because all luck is, at the end of the day, is preparation meeting opportunity. And you don't have to wait for an opportunity to show up. You can create one for yourself. So that's what I've got for you today. If you like this message, if you got any value out of it, please leave me a comment, subscribe to this channel, share this message, give me a reaction, share it especially with anybody that needs to hear this message today. And I'll have more for you very soon. Have a great day.